Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another Brawl Stars video. Today we're going to be going over how many boxes it's going to take you to get a legendary or even just unlock all the brawlers eventually in Brawl Stars. Also, don't forget to join the club that I've made in Brawl Stars. Here is the club name and the club tag. Let's get started. So from every single box you're going to open, there's a small % chance you're going to get any one of the different rarities of brawlers, and for every box you open, assuming that a big box is 3 and a mega box is 10 boxes, then a rare brawler you get at about 2.77% chance, super rare brawlers about 1.25% chance, epic brawlers 0.56%, mythic is 0.26%, and legendary brawlers you have about 0.11% chance of pulling them from any given box. Now, in order to calculate how many boxes you're going to need to get one of these specific brawlers, we can use our good friend, the geometric probability distribution. Now, this distribution shows us the probability of unlocking a single brawler of a specific rarity that has a certain probability of getting in any specific number of trials. So this graph is going to show that probability, and you can see there's a very small probability you're going to get it after opening each one of these boxes. But basically, all we have to do to determine the average number of boxes you're going to have to open is just find the mean of this distribution, which is just 1 over the probability of getting that brawler. So since a rare brawler has a 2.77% chance of being pulled from any given box, 1 over 2.77% is equal to 36.1. So that means it's going to take about 36 boxes to unlock a rare brawler, if you still have some to unlock. And then just by doing the same thing, that means it's going to take 80 boxes to unlock a super rare brawler on average. Of course, it's going to take 179 boxes to unlock an epic brawler, 385 boxes to unlock a new mythic brawler, and finally 909 boxes to unlock a new legendary brawler. And now these numbers are going to be pretty accurate for every rarity except for legendary, and that's because there is the luck factor at play. So basically, Brawl Stars has a system where every time you open a box and you don't get a brawler, your luck value is going to be increased. And higher your luck value is, the greater chance you have of pulling a legendary brawler. It doesn't actually increase your chances for any other brawler except legendaries. And so this is actually going to lessen the number of boxes that we need to open in order to pull legendary brawler, because we have a higher probability of pulling one as time goes on. And so specifically, every time you open 30 boxes, the % chance that you're going to get a legendary brawler increases by 0.0048%. So it's a very small amount, but when you're opening hundreds of boxes, this can have a pretty significant impact. Even just opening 300 boxes is going to change your % chance from 0.11% to 0.16%, which you can tell is a pretty sizable increase compared to the original chances. So we definitely need to factor this in to our equation somehow. So we need to have the probability of pulling a legendary brawler on any given box to scale based on the number of boxes we've already opened. So since we know that every time your luck increases, it increases by 0.0048%, we can put that in there. And then in order to determine the total amount of luck increase, we need to multiply that by the amount of times we've opened 30 boxes, which is going to be the total number of boxes you've opened, x divided by 30. And this is going to be the luck value on average for any given number of boxes that you're opening. But if we want to plug this new probability back into the distribution, we do have to change it slightly, because say you open 100 boxes and you have an increased luck value, that luck value only applies for those last couple boxes that you've opened, and they didn't apply for those first 10 boxes that you opened. You still had a luck value of basically 0, and so the probability was just the base 0.11%. So we want the average luck value of this entire time, and since your original luck value starts at 0 and it ends at this 0.0048x over 30, we just have to divide it by 2 to find the middle. So now it's going to be 0.0048x over 60, and this simplifies to x over 1.25 million. So every box you open is going to increase the average luck value of all the boxes you've opened by 1 over 1.25 million, essentially. So this is going to be the added luck value to the original probability, and so now we just want to plug this little expression p plus our luck value into the original equation that we had, because this is going to be our new probability for any given trial. And this new graph, you can see, starts off a bit higher than the original geometric distribution graph. So this just indicates that you're going to have a higher chance of pulling a legendary overall. And now to find the mean of this, once again, we just plug in this increased probability as p, and this is going to give us the mean of the distribution, which is approximately 625. So that means it's actually only going to take about 625 boxes to unlock a legendary. But this still forgets to take one thing into account, and that's the fact that whenever you unlock a brawler that's not a legendary, it actually decreases your luck value by a little bit. So since it increases by 0.0048% every 30 boxes you open, I'm going to count that as one step. So getting a rare brawler is going to decrease your luck value by one step, just that 0.0048%. Super rare brawlers are going to decrease your luck by 2 steps, epic brawlers by 3 steps, mythic brawlers by 5 steps, and legendary brawlers by 10 steps. So that 625 number that I said was going to be the average amount of boxes it's going to take for a legendary brawler only applies if you don't unlock any brawlers for those entire 625 boxes. And that's nearly impossible to do if you have a new account with a lot of brawlers to unlock. But if you've already unlocked all those other brawlers, then 625 is going to be the accurate number for you. But assuming you still have brawlers of those rarities to unlock, you're likely going to unlock them before you hit that legendary brawler, meaning they're going to keep decreasing your luck value, and it's going to make that 625 number get closer and closer to the 909 number I originally said without the luck increase. So overall, it's going to take between 625 and 909 boxes to unlock a legendary on average, depending on how many brawlers you unlock before you get the legendary. So somewhere around 700 to 800 boxes probably. But if you multiply that by the 4 legendary brawlers that are currently in the game, and you add on that one chromatic brawler that's going to be of legendary rarity at the time you're playing, the one that's currently in your Brawl Pass, it's going to take about 4,000 to 4,500 boxes to unlock all of your brawlers, or about 3,100 to 3,600 if you buy the Brawl Pass and get that chromatic brawler for free. And since you only really get like 250 to 300 boxes per season, including the Brawl Pass rewards, and there's 6 seasons per year, that technically only means you're getting like 1,500 to 1,800 boxes a year. So to get those 4,000 to 4,500 boxes, or even the 3,100 to 3,600 boxes, it's gonna take 2 to 3 years on average to unlock these legendaries. It's a long grind, but I can tell you personally, I do have all the legendaries unlocked without spending any money on the game, and I have played for about 2 to 3 years, so it seems about right. The numbers check out, but it is different for everybody. Like I said, it is an average. If you actually calculate the standard deviation for this distribution, which is basically just how close people are going to be to the average, it's actually 909, which is huge. That means there's going to be a lot of variance everywhere. Some people might take 2,000 boxes to unlock a legendary brawler, while some people might only take 10. If you just think about it, that very first box, there's about a 1 in 1,000 chance you're going to pull a legendary. Since there are millions of players playing the game, that means thousands of people could pull a legendary on their very first box. So there is a lot of variance, but on average, most people are going to tend towards that 625 to 909 range, depending on what brawlers they have unlocked. And so hopefully that gives you a good gauge of how many more boxes you're probably going to have to open until you can expect a legendary in your near future. So I hope this video was helpful. If you thought it was, make sure to leave a like and a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe, turn on notifications, and make sure you go into your settings and enable notifications there as well, because a lot of people have it turned off, and if you do, you won't get any notifications. It's not going to work properly, so make sure you do that. But that's all for today, guys, so see you later.